first.
Hello, all. How goes? How goes? Is everybody happy that the work week is done? Hopefully it is. For most.
I am happy. I'm a happy person. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with the way things are going in my life.
I think Americans got the Friday off.
Let's go.
But that's today. Starting with the Linux Lottery not going that well. Welcome Baz, welcome Thermal Monkey, welcome Bob, welcome Tiger Sweet, sorry about the knee, welcome Core Class Man, welcome Pixels at Dawn Gaming, welcome Osauko. And possibly if there happen to be lurkers out there, good evening to you as well. Or good time zone. Linford is here as well. 60%, well that's the score to beat today. That your oldest brother passed away yesterday suddenly. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry for you. My condolences. Hopefully, you're getting the support you need. Never really something you can just get over. You'll need a lot of time. So sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can distract you a little bit with some video gaming. Oh, Pixel's still at work. Well, I mean, those are kind of the sweet last hours. You appreciate those more. Linford, don't do this one. Too much RNG that you can't control. If you want to play Rick Dangerous, play the second game. Or the 2.5 demo. Okay, we're gonna do a save state run since I haven't practiced today. I usually always do, but I had to wake up early today and actually do some work. I know, right? It's unheard of. Hey, Scorpion. Thanks for the good luck. As I said, we will need it since, you know, RNG. Should we listen to some tunes? I'm not sure if we're gonna listen to tunes while running the game, but, you know, practicing, it's all good. Yeah, until we learn, like, skips past the RNG or ways to control the RNG or... You know, one thing that could be a thing is... Like, I've almost kind of noticed stuff like getting seeds. Like, always noticing the same pattern, or like certain patterns repeating and things not being, you know, entirely random. But I'm not sure if that's just me imagining things, but well, yeah, but it's like you have 10 different patterns and it will throw one of those at you, you know? It will still be in effect random. Oh, that I haven't noticed to be true. But it could be, like, if you start at the right frame in the title screen, maybe everything happens exactly the same way. If you play exactly the same way, you know? Yeah, per screen is what I was talking about. Yeah, I had a early morning shift today. Had to wake up before 6 a.m. Got out from work when the Scorpion started, though. Or off from work. Got out makes it sound like a prison. But I guess that that is apt for some places. I got to go to the gym. Cleaned the apartment a little bit. Did laundry. You know. Pretty good day. And also, I watched Trapshot stream. Yes, Trapshot is streaming, I think, still at the moment, as we speak. If you don't follow Trapshot, you should. It's making him stream all the time. That's bad news, like, if he decides to take part in Amiga August. Bad news for people who want to compete. Pixels at Dawn Gaming, yes. I am the only one who has done that, so... No, wait a minute. Reboot did it too. Lynn Carriers is about to do it. I have the world record on that, though. It's like under 3 minutes or something. There's probably a lot of strats to be discovered for that one. So if we get close to that jump there, as the native is touching the totem pole or stone, that means you did it well. Further behind you are of that, you know, like obviously the worse you did. Ask you if you're ready. Well, are you? I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about the list of games we have coming up. Just finalized it, I think, yesterday or day before. Yeah, Wednesday, yeah. We didn't make any mistakes. I probably should have practiced the harder parts again, but since we didn't make any mistakes, I was like... Yeah, we have a, you know, speedrun challenge is speedrun any Rick Dangerous game. And then, all the other challenges are Rick Dangerous games as well. Hitless, deathless. Well, that's the same thing when it comes to Rick Dangerous. Kill all enemies, kill no enemies. Get all prisoners, get no prisoners. Never use the gun, never use the dynamite. High score challenge. Low score challenge. Yeah, it's just Rick Dangerous. It's a Rick Dangerous month. Rick Danger August. All that's... Yeah, that... Find every possible way to die in Rick Dangerous. Hey, Kokokson, how goes? We should do that one time. You know, since we released the games for Amiga April 1st, there should be a time when we actually release just April's Fool's game list. Oh, that was very close to death. Yeah, we've been talking about that. It would be so cool if there was a mod that let you beat all the Rick Dangerous games in a row with the same lives. So you start with 6, and that's what you have for the 3 games. And you don't get extra lives. Or maybe you would get extra lives in the second one. I don't know. So this is the first big RNG part because none of those guys can come over. The other style or tactic is doing that. I would have to count it. 1, 2, 3, and then shoot. And then hope the other guys climb the ladder as fast as possible. If they all do it in quick succession, that is the fastest way to get through this screen. But the odds of that happening are way lower than just not getting killed at the bottom. So that's what we're going for. And this is only slightly slower. Way better odds that you get that. Just play Rick 1, 2, and 2.5 simultaneously using one joystick. Or do the BizHawk thing, where you can randomize it that every 30 seconds the game changes and you're simultaneously playing all the games in 30 seconds increments. 30-second increments. So at one point you're you're jumping in the air and the game changes from Rick Dangerous 1 to Rick Dangerous 2, and then you get killed by a trap. Honestly, if you could make the BizHog thing change the game every time you complete a screen in Rick Dangerous, that would be pretty amazing. Pulling lives counter from one game and inserting to... Well, yeah. Yeah, it just recently was Amiga became available on, you know, to emulate on BizHog. So you can now do those kinds of shuffles. There have been some fun streams like that. Like, viewers can select 10 games, and then they just keep going randomly, and the streamer tries to beat them during the stream. Doing a save state run, if you're wondering about that. Practice the hard parts. You haven't yet made a an actual mistake. Oh, this might be the first. Nope, still good. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 7. More random stuff. This guy can absolutely wreck your run by just, you know, staying on left side, and you can never drop down. Kinda annoying. But it's less likely with those singular enemies, but we are getting close to the other set of triplets, and this is where the biggest problem is. That would have been awesome. That would have been an okay speedrun world record pace there. If it looks crowded, though, we're probably just gonna go down and hope they get out of the way. Simon the Wanderer. Need to tackle saving like scores when the game quits. Scores together with lives are saved. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if it... You know, you could always just do that yourself. Heal yourself in the first screen of the next game, so you have the same amount of lives that you ended the previous game with, you know. It's pretty annoying when he starts doing that zigzag thing, because, you know, if he touches you, you're dead, but you have to get close to him. So it's scary sometimes. I did experiment to, you know, just go from the left side there, but as you have to wait for the spear, it's slower, I feel. Yeah, how many lives? That's another way of doing it, yeah. This is one of the hardest screens when you're playing this game casually, and it's because of this jump down here. But with the speedrun strat, falling down on that's actually like, it's like 90% easier than going the route that they want you to do. Because if you fall next to this wall, I think there are spikes, but if you fall enough to the right side, you can evade that. But what they want you to do is to come down here and then climb up and then do a diagonal jump there. And it's really fucking hard. You get so much less distance when you're climbing up for some reason. So you almost always fall short here, and then you have to time it with the enemy as well. But if you just do that, it always works. It's interesting that it's actually easier that way. Well, not always. I have fallen but it's pretty easy. There's a lot of leeway here. It's not just one position that works. There are, you know, a bunch. Did I save? Quantic jump. Yeah. The spear jump earlier is another. That might get us. That is one of the toughest tricks. And it's a trick that the other players do not do. So we're gonna practice that a little bit. How I do it depends where I stop when I get to that position. Like if I'm like here, I'll have to do it much quicker because it triggers instantly. If I'm here, like my leg is halfway this black spot, then I can do like it's a little bit slower and it still triggers. But if I do it quick there, it doesn't trigger. So you have to kind of estimate where you are and do it accordingly. And this guy can still kill you. There's one specific frame, like when we're jumping down, where he's enough to the left that he'll kill us when we're jumping. And we can't control for that, really. We could wait for it, but it's so unlikely that he's there that I never do. So we kind of made it a bit of a RNG moment for us. Hey, Slur. How goes? There, if you get the random guy first, then you have to wait for the pattern. Oh, he was lying on the sofa just like a minute ago. Where did he go? That jump also doesn't always work, even when I line it up. Depends, like, if I happen to press right a little bit earlier when I press jump. Alright, third level. We probably won't see this today. Oh, interesting. Okay. Probably isn't, I keep saying it, it's not faster doing it that way, but I like doing the glitch, shooting through the door. I haven't seen anybody else do it. Oh, hey, jump. Why we do this is that we want two guys up there, so we don't get the randos down here. Because if the rando is spawned to that previous screen where we have the ammo box, he can go behind the ammo box, or he can keep zigzagging on the ammo box. And we want to kill him before we get the ammo box, so we get 6 bullets. And if that doesn't happen, then you have to kind of work around it a little bit, take an extra death and all that kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's not that big of a problem if he goes to the right or if he goes to the left. We can work with both scenarios, but sometimes he keeps going back and forth on the ammo box. And then if we shoot and kill the guy, but accidentally, like, destroy the ammo box at the same time, then the run is over. Basically. Or you take a death there. Whoa!
Unicorn!
How's Unicron doing? Okay, welcome. Happy Friday. We saw a dog, so it's gonna be a dog screen here. I'm still kind of struggling sometimes remembering what screen comes after which one. Doing a save state to practice first. Hey, lousy. How goes? I experimented, and there is actually a faster way of doing this. By, dodging underneath that one. Damn it. Just practicing the, timing there. But it's super difficult. Not reliable enough for my skills, or with my skills. But rather duck through that. It's like you take one jump less, so you get here a little earlier. But I'm struggling with the barrels already with that sort of like easy save strat. So I'm not gonna add that. It's like a second advantage. We might do leveled runs for this. We did that for Dangerous 2. Like where you use all the more risky strats. I was trying to remember which screen comes after, and I was like, can I really not remember? I didn't. Not at first. Up until this moment, this level is like pretty chill. There's nothing, or shouldn't be anything like too difficult. But from this moment onwards, it ramps up a lot. Even that is super hard to get. And then we have this, and then we can't delay here. We have that jump is so difficult, and if you miss it, the run is over. So you have to kill yourself and do all that shit again. Because the timing doesn't work otherwise. I guess we could, we did it once so that we shot that dude. And then we just hoped that when we get here, this guy just walks down, like he did there. You save a bullet. And then you save another bullet upstairs by not shooting one of the soldiers. But that isn't necessarily an option. Sometimes you have that option. Other times not. Like there, he climbed the second. I was expecting him not to. But if you hold him here, below area, and you freeze him, and then jump up here, you don't have to shoot him, and you save a bullet. We didn't need to there, so I didn't really work for it. But it's something that you might want to have as an option in case you need it. Okay, we have a loud song now. Ooh. That's an interesting pattern. They would take a deliberate death so we get to restock our inventory. We do, in total, we do 3 of those. 1 in level 2, 1 in level 3, and 1 in level 4. Level 4 is not needed for a world record, but I want to have it there. The deluxe version of brutality. It's kind of cartoony. It doesn't feel like Well, difficulty is brutal. Kinda. But not the violence. How's Ray doing? Welcome. How's your Friday kicking off? Going well. Nice, nice.
Hello.
Nathanius. I forget, sorry. But welcome. Yeah, been an okay Friday for me. I had to wake up early for my very early morning shift, 6 a.m. But that means that my workday ended a little bit earlier too, so I had well enough time to go to the gym before I started streaming. Cleaned up the apartment a little bit and all that. I actually forgot what happens after this. One more week of work, then holiday. I have August off. I'll actually have to... Next week is going to be interesting. I have to work Monday, Tuesday. Then I have 2 days off. And then I start my night shift thingy. And it's like 6 days in a row or something. I'm working through the weekend, but that shouldn't affect our streaming times because, you know, I'll probably sleep 4 hours after work and then 4 hours after the stream or something. Nope. That happens sometimes when I'm not careful. Yeah, there's this specific part. Let's actually check it out. It's the gray pillar. Yeah, imagine that sleeping. Yeah, I just need to get past the gray pillar. That's it. All right. Oh, it's still playing the song. That is one of the most scary parts. I have not learned any tactic to be able to do that consistently. Anyway, there's a very little margin for error there. And it's pretty much, you know, game over if you die there. I'd like to learn a different kind of strat for that, but I've tried and I haven't been able to. This is a difficult spot for me. I have to stop and then check my distance from the edge and then time my jump based on that. So if I'm closer to the edge, I'll do like almost an instant diagonal jump. If I'm farther away from it, I'll try to delay it, and that was a mistake there. Did it for too long. It's one of the more difficult jumps. Alright, let's keep going. A little bit scared now since I fucked it up once. Annoying that different songs are of different volume. Pixels, you told me you were reworking the cover for Amiga Addict. Is everything like alright? Is it set to publish and all that? Why am I avoiding the rocket pickups? Because they aren't rocket pickups. The funny thing about the last mission is that the bonuses and traps look exactly the same. Some rockets kill you, while others give you 500 points. Thanks for the 7-stream streak. Yeah, they don't, you know, pull any punches in this last one. Oh, wow. That happened to us last time when we got to level 4. It's based on, like, how far I go from there. Nice. Getting close. If I move more than 1 pixel, then I can do a normal jump. You can't jump. And the reason why I do wanna kill that guy is because if I wanted to show that other rocket that is actually deadly. We'll do that again. How am I not? I don't get that. I moved 2 pixels forward. I should make that jump. Huh. Weird. Yeah. That guy is an absolute pain. I think that's like the most dangerous single enemy that's, you know, random. Because you can't see him when you're climbing up. Just hope that he's not coming. And then he's quite a delay if he decides to do that. But yeah, so you saw that top one was a bonus. That one kills you. Really hard to jump over that one, so we don't try that. You can also kill enemies with those. Oh, that wasn't good. Whoa! Just practicing to get the right amount of stuff. Yeah. Have to be patient there. You don't get it immediately. Yeah, after that guy's dead, there is no RNG in the game anymore. But there's only 3 screens left in the game, so it's not you know, a big relief. But at least like you can chill a little bit towards the end. Midnight Dangerous. Threat level midnight. And you can fuck these up too. And I have. And mostly it's pretty straightforward. Alright, that was a good warm-up. Let's start doing runs. 40 minutes that took, man. That's why I usually don't like to do that when streaming. I want to just get instantly to the runs. Game over. How sad. I'll just check the music isn't going on the VOD. Yeah, it's good. All right, let's go. stream, there will be double music when the levels start. Not for the VOD. That was interesting. It hasn't happened in a while. Like, it's weird landing, and it's slower than when not getting it. I never see what causes it. Trying to shoot too early. That's just RNG, can't do anything about that. We have to go forward and not dilly-dally there. Oh. Maybe it's because I'm not, like, pressing jump when I land or something. I do it too late. Tomorrow we'll play Jim Power on Mega Drive. We got to second shmup stage. Thank you so much for the follow. Follows are anonymous, so feel free to keep lurking or say hi in the chat. Appreciate just being here. I don't like that when I do that. I don't even have to do that. I can just keep going and then stop when I start falling. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, Jim Power tomorrow, and then we're gonna continue with Woody's World on Sunday. We completed 2 castles, but we haven't yet found chests, all chests in any castle. Trying to get a password, so we have to start from the beginning. I'm gonna try some ideas that I had in the first castle, but I don't think we're gonna try to get a password in the others. I think the main thing is just, you know, practicing those different routes and getting more comfortable with the game. Certainly tougher and easier routes in there. Okay, let's have to stop at the exact right pixel. And I kind of forgot what it was. Because we have 2 spots in this run where we need to stop at the exact right pixel when climbing, and it's a different spot. Getting confused now. I was about to shoot that guy, and then I remembered I can't shoot that, and then I jumped diagonally forward when I'm supposed to jump directly up and then go forward because there's no space up. It is interesting to start only making these mistakes when you do full runs and you kind of have that extra pressure. It takes so much off when you can just save state between the tries. Like, I made almost no mistakes. We are also getting hammered by that RNG there, though. Usually you make it through like 90% of the time. It's been 50-50 now. Takes a while to, you know, get locked in. Sure, we'll get it. There we go. Good RNG. No more RNG in this level. Next level, though, is an RNG festival. That was the level 3. It is like kind of like RNG with the leg positioning, but it's also about execution. Sometimes I keep getting the timing right, and it's nice, but days when it doesn't work. Missed it. I'm fine with doing one adjustment. Not two. It's the first level. We want a good start. I don't throw it. Just every time you post that, it means that run won't happen. It's a cursed emote. See, this is what should happen every time here. The most likely outcome, but sometimes something else happens.
I just want to say that you've got a lot of responsibility riding on your shoulders, enforcer. Strike a blow for freedom. You hear me?
I get that for killing Nazis, right? How does this help our freedom? Well, our personal freedom, I guess. But we could just not come to the caves, right? Why are we killing natives? I mean, technically, I guess, story is that we crash land here with our plane and then they start just chasing us. And they chase us into this cavern where we seek refuge from, but that doesn't really work out, does it? Hey, Broccoli. I put the dynamite there to help. Oh, my timing. Fuck. Oh, why am I doing that? This is the 𝑨𝑴𝑰. That's right. I have to be a little slower with my weapon work, my gun work. I tried to do it so quickly, and you know, even if I do it perfectly every time like that, throughout the whole run, that's probably like saving me a second. It's just not worth it. Just take my time with it. Like there again. I say it, and I instantly don't listen to my own advice. Just common for me. I did try to like check out consistent way of getting close to the dynamites, and it's working so far. You know, I'm not that close to them when they blow up, but you know, it's better than being 2 meters away. I actually don't know like how tall we are. I mean, this universe, everybody looks super, super short. So actually, the next screen is supposed to be the tough one. We should get at least here every time. The first tough part, and then we have a second tough part here with this guy, and that's why I leave the dynamite there. Timing that. Went too far. Ah. Bad habit of loading a save state there. You You can also, like, just not leave the dynamite there. But when I don't do the dynamite, what happens is that I often turn too early. And then the guy doesn't come down, and then we can't get up. Obviously, bad news. And this is not really, oh wow, good form. We should do better, because what we're really aiming for is getting enough runs to level 2 so that we can, you know, brute force the right RNG. And if we can't even get to level 2, this just won't happen ever. We need to get to level 2 much more often. But I haven't figured out any, you know, more consistent strats for level 1 that would be still, you know, acceptably, fast. Always, like, save strats where you can't die, but those aren't fast, usually. Also, what sucks is that we are listening to music, and if I have to keep resetting, I have to keep listening to the stage intro song. Thank you. Been having fun testing the Amiga August games while watching other people stream, building rules, and also, you know, trying to figure out what are good point amounts for each challenge. Also, we started kind of talking about organizing art competition, music and graphics that would run between Amiga months. You know, we're also setting up the Amiga speedrunning group that would do speedruns between Amiga months, kind of like board boosters do, and friendly speedrunning friendly league, or I don't know, remember what SFL? It's SFL. There we go. Okay, we finally got past that part, and then almost died there. Let's not fuck it up now. A little bit too high of a jump, but okay, this is not easy. This jump. Focus. It's good. Nice. Last difficult jump here. Nice, we got it. Good. And then just don't do anything stupid. Which is hard for me. I often just, like, trust that my antics work. Like with the weapon drawing. I should do it much more carefully, but I don't. Keep doing it. Like that. Way too fast. I think we got it. I just have to not jump too early from this gap again, like I did yesterday. Not yesterday, last time we did this. It's an okay time. As long as we're 1 second, within 1 second of the PB run, not the goal, the PB run, we'll be fine. comes the RNG fest. Please come down. No, you're not coming down. There we go. Now we can shoot the Egyptian. Be mindful of that. Oh shit, I have to prepare the trivia for Amiga August as well. This is usually the opening song, the ending song, and the break song, and all the songs. Right. Shoot that one. Okay, bullets. Doesn't really save time there. You have to wait this guy out anyways, but you can kind of get closer to him. It's like you're talking about... I was a little late there, but at most it's probably like 0.5 that you save there. But the thing for me is that it's more consistent if I shoot the Egyptian instead of killing him with the dynamite. That was bad fun. Oh, holy shit! What's going on with the ladder there? All right. Hope for good RNG. Stay there. Stay. Stay. Turn. Stay. Nice. Okay. We're good. It's fine. If you're too fast climbing down, that guy won't climb up to hit your dynamite. Okay, we did it right. And I have started to exaggerate that because I've fallen short a couple of times. Boop! That seemed too long. Nope! Okay, it was good. Good. Shit! One, two. Too fast. Almost forgot how to use the stick. I was about to shoot. Alright, let's see where the guy is. He's giving me trouble. See, I just can't go down if he's there. Wow, has never been so much fun. Alright, what will the triplets do? We're on pace, so I just have to go down. Hope that things go right. Oh, look at that. Didn't even have to be afraid. This is world record pace. Okay, Spitfire. Okay, let's see this. Nice, he's on the right side. Awesome. Are you gonna come here? Excellent. Perfect. Now I'm getting a little bit nervous. Ooh, climbed down way too early there. Nice. Looking good. I'm gonna fuck up the easy jump that I just advertised, right? Nope. How about this? Felt a little bit too early, but we got it. Okay, now it's the ladder. Not perfect, but we're not dead. Did it too fast twice, and then the third go I went so close that I had to do it fast. It's kind of hard to adapt to a different strat there. Especially when you do it twice. A different setup first. Please. Thank you. Won't be a gold, but it will be a good time. A little bit disappointed it's only 8 seconds ahead, but that's because of the ladder. But it is world record pace, and just missed that. Nice, help get my call there. Whew. Getting spicy now. Had a little mishap here last time. I repeated it. Part. Not sure if I usually jump for that, or do I just fall down? And it feels scary when you do that. Woof! That's a dog, so we're gonna have a dog here. I'm very, very nervous. I'm not chill at all. This music helps though. Feels like I'm gonna make a stupid mistake. My fingers are already trampling a little bit. That was a fall, so there's gonna be another fall. Barrels. Uh-oh. Fell all wrong there. Okay, a part. Oh, is it close enough? Nice. 1 pixel further and it wouldn't have destroyed the door. Right. 2 closures. It's only the tough part coming up. So nervous, like my fingers are trembling here. And shaking. Oh! Why didn't it? What the hell? Okay, we have to improvise now. What the hell didn't it leave the dynamite? So now we have to get those 2 things that I mentioned earlier. And the first is RNG. Well, both are RNG, but the first is even worse RNG. Fuck. We're gonna have to wait. Oh, kinda got lucky there. Still have to manage the other guy. Good that he's not down yet. Had to go. I couldn't wait for too much longer. Okay, run is still on. We have some delays there, but run is still live. Have no recollection of how good level 3 we had in the world record run. Luckily that guy turned, holy shit. Yeah, not getting really good RNG in this level. It's kind of constantly keeping me the edge. Let's see how this part goes. It's gonna come down, isn't it? Yep. That's a wait. What the hell is the next screen? Okay, what's this? Okay, too early of a jump. Had to go quick. Still. Okay, this guy is sometimes a little scary. He might give a evil pattern there. Didn't. Alright. Oof. Okay, pace so far. Any trouble in this level anymore? Nice. I do that just to make the timing consistent. Here we go. This is it. Oh, got lucky. You never know how much that will move you. Okay, time for the jump. The jump. Seems good. It is good. Awesome. Oh, I went too close. Might have died because I still have to wait that he clears the weapon box there. Damn, that wasn't good. That was scary. Survived. Sloppy playing at the moment, but it's because I'm very, very nervous. Here we go. Last RNG screen. Please don't come down. Please don't come down. Cute. Nice. Okay, no RNG anymore. Just skills. I'm very nervous. That's why I'm very quiet as well. Don't know what pace we're on. Alright, last meters. Don't die here.
Hello.
Don't die here. $38! It is a sub 1740. Level 2 again wasn't the fastest possible. We lost 3 seconds there. And that's 3 seconds off of a time that's not even perfect for level 2. So I think we could be like 5 seconds faster, but I wonder like how. Thanks for the GGs. That is the new world record right there. Level 1 was good. It could be better, but I'm fine with that. Level 2. Ladder climb was bad. We lost 3, 4, maybe even 5 seconds there. One of the randos was bad. We lost maybe 2 seconds at the most, waiting for that guy. I don't think we did anything else badly. But yeah, we could have been like 5 seconds faster there. And then I would have been happy with this run. What took us so long in level 4? I felt most things went exactly like we want them to go. I'm trying to think back. The ladder adjustment at the beginning took some time, but maybe 0.5 more. Like, it's perfectly acceptable with how it went. But I guess like the fact that the second to last RNG guy, we had to, or I wanted to shoot him. He was like pretty far away. I should have just climbed up. Hey Zemi, welcome. Just got a new world record. I might be happy with that. Very little mistakes. We got really good RNG in level 2. I just messed up some other stuff. Level 3 gave us a bit of trouble. I made the mistake with the dynamite, that was one thing. And that meant that we also had to use one bullet more, which meant that I had to, like, wing it a little bit. But it didn't cost us too much time. I think like 3 seconds at the most. So in total, we could have been 8 seconds faster, which is very close to 17:30. But since our sum of best is 17:33, we only lost 5 seconds throughout the whole run from the sum of best. Basically replayed it. I think we're gonna keep playing. But now the pressure is kinda off. I mean, we have to look at it like that. Our sum of best segments we've gotten so far. We still don't have a perfect level 2, but it would only like bring it down to maybe 17:30 or something. Anyways, at the moment, during 17 minutes and 40 seconds of playing a video game, we only lost 5 seconds. That's just like 1.25 seconds each stage. That's pretty crazy. And if you look at level 3, like we kind of kept pace there. With the gold, if you look at the golds, we were 2 seconds behind after level 1. We only lost 1 second from our gold in level 2. And then only 0.4 in level 3. Then 1.3 in the last level. So all in all, I should be happy about this. But you know, it's just that when things go right, it feels so easy. But this was the first run today that we got to level 2. I think, right? So it's a bit weird. But hey, let's take that in. Have a good run. We have a new world record we're proud of. 17:38. The previous world record was 19:26. We improved the world record by 1 minute 48 seconds. I think that's pretty good. Without any skips or glitches added. Just rerouting the strats. Have to be happy, Demi. Demi, you have to be happy. I was expecting when we finished level 2 that I would have been like 13 seconds ahead, but that's like the ideal. If you get a gold in level 2, then you're 13 seconds ahead. Of course, now that we're comparing to this run that we just did, now we should be like maybe 2 seconds ahead. That's like what we're shooting for. Being 2 seconds ahead of that pace, maybe getting 1 second extra in level 3, and then being maybe getting an additional second in level 4. Like maybe getting it down to 1735. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. This is such a long run, and I got this up 1740, which is what I was looking for. I was just hoping that it would be 1736 or 1735, you know? Like a little bit more under. There's still potential. We aren't using the fastest strats still. Because, you know, they're hard, inconsistent for a player like me. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, we had to wait for that guy in level 3 as well. He climbed down. That was like 2 or 3 seconds, actually, so we could catch up by some amount in level 3. If just level 2 and 3 go ideally, it will be a better run by some margin. I just have to figure out if I want to keep running this. Like, am I actually gonna try to beat that time? The previous PB wasn't that hard to beat because we had a 10-second delay in level 2. Now there's no such thing. Using the fastest strats. I never use the fastest strats. I do like to showcase, like, if there are big skips or stuff like that. But, overall consistency is more important. Especially in a game like this, where you're struggling with RNG so much. So some speedrunners, they would be happy with this, and then they just leave it open so that other runners still have, you know, margin of error. They can push the record further down. And then they'll return to the game and try to beat that time. The problem with that system, when it comes to me, is that I like to retire runs permanently, usually. And if I like take a break from a run, it means that I have to relearn it. And I'm really not looking forward to that when it comes to naughty ones. Because I had that game down to science. A science. And I don't anymore. Hey, Raptor. How goes? Just got a new world record. And I'm trying to decide if I can do better. Well, I know I can do better, but the grind to get there, I'm not sure, man. See, last time I was too fast. Gonna overcompensate it now. Burn it. Let's go again. But yeah, we had no deaths. There were no blatant errors, except for the dynamite thing. That is a thing that now kind of bothers me. If it would have been just light RNG holdups, I was so puzzled about that because I tried to set down the dynamite, and I was like, why isn't it setting down the dynamite? And then I kept trying it while, you know, glancing at the dynamite inventory, and when I saw that, it was empty, and then I already started thinking, like, where the hell did I use an extra dynamite? But then I started hearing the ticking, and I realized that, oh, it's empty because now I finally did manage to set it down. So many things happened in that little, I think, like a second and a half. And then I had to, like, also just decide that, hey, I'm going for the alternate strats here. So it was a little bit of a panic mode. Hey, Hug. How goes? Or should we call you Pixels? It's confusing because I call Pixels at Dawn Gaming Pixels. I could start calling him Pickle, though. Pickles. As is tradition. Too many pixels. Hey, Mardik Owens, thank you so much for the sub. That's amazing. Didn't you just sub? 4-month streak. Hugged. I would like to be hugged. Accidentals. Maybe I'm just, you know, confused. So many of you guys sub. It's amazing. Like, I never really expected this. Do you have a game in mind? Also, you know, I keep saying, but you guys subbing makes all these Amiga events, tournaments, Amiga months, all those things possible, and of course, you know, stuff like these. That reminds me, I'm now buying the the Game Boy, and we're gonna try to make that work as a controller. I'm gonna make a Game Boy layout, and then we can add Game Boy games to the wheel. Sorry, wrong sub. Oh, you just gifted subs. Thank you for those as well. Amiga August registration is open, so if you're interested in streaming Amiga in August, getting some free promo, register on the site and also join the new Discord. How's Still Alive doing? And sorry, I didn't say hi to Dr. Roshetnik. How goes Roshetnik? Are you from the States? You got the day off. Captain Horatio. Hi, brain. Hi, brain. Hi, shit. Let's do a new run. We got a world record just, you know, like a half an hour ago. Sub 1740, and I'm trying to kind of like, trying to decide if it's possible for us to grind it further down. The big issue is the RNG. We can play better, for sure. We can play like 6 seconds better. Which would be like an amazing time. But we have to play 6 seconds better while getting better RNG as well. Or at least as good, but I would hope for better. Love the wah. Also brings me back to that March of, I don't even know what it was, 2024, when we first played this game and beat it. Such a good time. One of the best times I've had on stream. You know, the whole 10 streams that we did this for. Oh, shit! Jump too close? Damn it. Yeah, I figured I'd eventually fuck up trying to play the wrong hand and mess with the media player at the same time, speed running. I did okay with the jumps up until the last one. Oh, is Gordian played RoboCod today? I missed it. But that's not a summer game anyway, so I don't actually want to see it in the summer. Why do I do that? Keep doing that. What did I do with the timer there? I don't know that either. We're setting up a group of Amiga speedrunners. If you're interested in that, you can also... We're doing that on the Amiga month Discord. Want to join? Go there. The idea is to pick a new game like every 2 months and then just speedrun it. Maybe develop new strats, find new glitches, push down the time a little bit, have fun playing video games, like a silly, friendly competition mode. Why do I... Let's just keep going. Reset. Why do I keep leaving the dynamite so far away from... well, the opposite. Why don't I leave it further away? It takes time for me to walk there first, and then setting it down, and then... walking back. Again! Maybe I'm just not hugging the wall enough. I'm closer to them as I'm jumping already. Damn it! It feels silly that I reset because of that, but it's also like, it's a very unnecessary time loss doing an extra jump there. Especially now that we're really pushing it. If we want a better time that we have, yeah, we can't really afford any. silliness. That I can't do anything about. That's just RNG. Just relying that guy to get either get out of our way or stay out of our way. Could we shoot it? Could we shoot him? I don't think so. We do run out of ammo before we reach the ammo box. There we go. That's what he's supposed to do. It's almost weird hearing this song without the sound effects. Like, my brain fills them in, all the max and bonus item sounds and everything. Instantly see the levels. Gotta be one of my favorite games on Amiga. It's too bad it's seasonal. That was a weird readjustment in there. I felt I did the same thing again, but no, I didn't get hit. Maybe I was a little further away. You don't want to do this too fast. If you fall down before this catches you, it breaks the sequence here for this guy. It doesn't start moving early enough. That was okay. Seems the spear trap is now giving me more trouble than the native. Still both are giving me trouble. Oh, that must have been close. But I got over it. No. Yep. I'm doing stuff differently, and I'm not exactly sure how or why. Not comfortable. Almost go for the split button there. Probably because the level ends with a similar brawl. Whoa. Oh, I was gonna... What was that? I did make a mental note of where that little itsy bitsy platform is, so now I can find it easier. Alright, world record pays already. Nice. That was good, that was good. Let's go. I do have to remember to practice for IK Plus as well. It's one of those tournaments that I can actually win. Or climb there, but the guy fell down, so that's good. Shoot the Egyptian again. Oh, he's gonna stay down there. Alright, coming up. That's fine. As long as he doesn't do it with an awkward timing. Because then I will have to wait until he gets high enough. Not high like that, just height wise. I would so like to learn to kill that guy without having to wait. We were closer there. almost blew this up. Or we blew it. There we go. I can't explain why I want to go to the side there instead of just leaving the dynamite on the ladder, but somehow it feels tougher to climb down the ladder when the dynamite is there. Ooh, bad luck. 1, 2, 3. This is the actual strat that you're supposed to do. But since we killed one of these guys earlier, he respawns. You can't jump over this. Oh, he's actually like following us pretty closely. Yay! But that was not quite fast enough. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Need to go pee, and then we'll be right back. Faster, faster. Yeah, dehydration break. I'll be right back. Good luck with the lemmings. That sounds great. Armson, welcome. 90%. Poor Classmate gets it's the high score of today. That should do it. There we go. I got the world record today, so pressure is off. Ooh. Bring back hanging bums out of windows. You make it sound like at some point we showed that on stream. Trust me, Unicron, that was all in your head. Hey, Snakey, how goes? No, there we go. Oh, no. A little bit earlier of a shot would have done it. It would be awesome to get to like 17:26 to beat the old record by 2 full minutes, but have to play very, very high risk, high reward, and get perfect RNG. I don't know if we could pull down the golds that much further down, really. I think there's like 2 seconds. For level 1, there's very little, if any, left in the clock for my strats. But level 2, I think there's like 5 seconds maybe there. That would be 17:28 already. If I'm correct in this, it might be just 3 seconds. But guess we haven't had like perfect level 3 either yet. I think level 4, the fastest we have, is really, really fucking good. I don't think we're ever beating that. Should I just shoot the minute? The moment we enter that screen? Huh. Maybe we should. I'm just not sure if that would hit the guy because he's still on the upper platform. He's down, but the bullet doesn't travel that fast. In this universe, it's still impressive if you're faster than a speeding bullet, but it doesn't necessarily make you a superhuman. Do I not have shuffle on? Did it just randomly pick 2 Turrican songs back to back? I mean, I'm not complaining. There are quite a few Turrican songs on the list, so it's not that improbable. I don't know why I didn't do the dynamite thing. Sometimes I just think that I'm better than what I actually am. I thought we were further ahead, but that guy was... Damn it to hell. Sounds like I'm complaining. That's just my basic tone. That's what that's what I always do. I'm still trying to decide, like, do I want to push this further down? Had that dynamite mishap. Probably 2 or 3 seconds. No, it couldn't have been that much. No, that's a miss. Hit then. Okay. What do we do now? Oh, I could actually tap that, but we haven't done that in a while, so. Yeah, it misses if you do it instantly. Pretty nice weather today. Not too cold, not too hot. It was raining a little bit, but that just makes the air a little bit more fresh. Might go for a short run tomorrow. Take the dog with me. Ugh, wrong guy died. He's getting old, so I don't want to overwork him. And now I'm running much harder 4K route than the hard 3K run that I do with the dog has been. So I might just tomorrow do the park 3K, take it easy, and then go for the actual run, which is 10K, a little bit more. Sunday alone. That sounds like a plan. We used to run 10K together. And he was much younger. Shadow fighting. I'm certainly fighting my shadows. Here I also kind of hear the sound effects. My brain just puts them in there. Such a good game. I'm so sad that I didn't have that when I was a kid. Good fighting games are rare on Amiga. Fighting Spirit as well. That would have been so much fun. Although we would have regressed to just fighting with the tigers, but still. Okay, leave the dynamite. I was so late there for some reason. There as well. Like if you're on good pace, you actually have to kind of like wait until those guys start moving. Haven't seen that in a while. And I haven't gotten through this level in a really good... Well, actually, like the previous deep run that we actually got a time for this, it was a second better than our PB. That is actually a good pace. What year was Fighting Spirit then? I was still, since I played Rough and Tumble, I assume I was still kicking with my Amiga. That's a 95 game. Made me think about the game night schedule for this year. 1.5? We were close to gold there. Just as I was saying that we haven't really gotten the old paces back, but that was one of them. That was a really good run. We do Moonstone towards the end of the year. I haven't decided the September game yet. Moonstone probably October or November. Haven't done too many racing games this year. But we haven't done a fighting game either, although IK Plus. Oh, that's 96? Wow. That would have been... Well, I don't know, actually. I would have been in junior high. 14 or... No, older. Probably 16 when I got rid of my Amiga. When did I get my first guitar? Was I 15 or 16? Oh shit! I forgot. I wasn't supposed to shoot the Egyptian. Because we had to shoot the, Damn it. Well, we can still do this, but it's very, unlikely that we get it. Fucking got it. Holy shit. Don't come out here! Dude! Why? Why? And next time they all turn away. I would have had enough time there. You're so mean. Nothing to do but to try again. At least we're getting runs to this point, which is really, really good. I think this is the third or fourth today. I forgot to close the window because a little bit chilly. This guy. Ooh, almost hit him. I think Rough and Tumble would benefit from a sequel that actually gave you a lot of firepower. A lot more firepower. Severely underpowered in the original game. It's so fun when you do get the upgrades though, but I feel like the base weapon should be like much more destruction inducing. Really have to like tiptoe your way around in that game. Christmas 95 Mega Drive. NES is the only console gaming system that I've ever received as a gift. I got the Amiga 500. Oh, actually, that's not true. We'll arrive to that. I'll loop around. I got my Amiga 500, selling my NES and pooling my money together with my brother to buy him an Amiga 1200 that I could also use. But in the deal, I got his old 500, which I really much wanted. Oh, man. And after that, I didn't play with consoles anymore. I loaned my friend's PlayStation. Played Tomb Raider, Tekken, Ridge Racer. Obviously played at his house as well, but... yeah, I never really got into console gaming. Sold my Amiga for my first guitar. And then I was just mostly PC gaming and, you know, making music, playing music. But, a couple of years ago, man, it must be like 10 by now, my brother gave me his old PS3, PlayStation 3, So that was actually also a gifted console. And I still have that. Bunch of games. I just basically never play. Was it? A lot of people say that nobody knows games from 94 or 95 because people had moved on by then already. Scordian, did I make you play Beetle? It's a weird joke. Jokes are usually funny. It's a hard jump to climb. You don't have to do it, but if you wait for the spear there, then you also have to wait for the native opponent later on, because otherwise the pattern doesn't fit. So it's like this cumulative delay if you choose to wait for the spear. I don't want to do it. See, I thought that I had requested it for you and not Ted. Never played. Most people had games that. Because Gordon is having a small stroke. So Hugged, if you're still here, call an ambulance. Scordian needs help. Probably smells like eggs. And he probably hears a phone ringing. Yeah, Scordian is having a slight stroke. You need to call him an ambulance. Like a medipack. Perfect timing there. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of awkward because you have to worry about that random pattern there. There are multiple patterns that work, but obviously I would just like for the guy just to fall down immediately, but no, you don't always get what you want. Oddworld. In my head, I'm probably mixing it up with Abe's Odyssey. Oddworld. What does that game look like? I can take a look after this run is done, but... Sounds familiar, but I'm not sure if I've played it. Oh, it is. Okay. Same game. Okay. We played it and we kind of, I think we got past, you know, the first section that felt kind of tutorial-ish. That wasn't bad. I'm not sure if I, you know, am into, you know, the humor of the game. I do like my cinematic platformers, though. There's that. Oh, wow, we were fully engulfed by the flames there. I love this song. And they left the last, or the best track of the game for the last track. So you actually have to be so many races to get to hear this song in the game. Super off-road. Not sure if I've heard this on NES and if it's, say, melody. Uh-oh. Okay, it still worked. Nice. Uh-oh! Okay, good. Still good. Okay, hard part's over. Bring it home. No, in this level. Didn't mean in the game. Get another level 2 and hopefully get to the first set of triplets. Get to try our luck with the RNG. That was a good jump. 0.8 seconds. Not as good as last time, but still almost a second faster. And the PB run. Yeah, sorry about the double music, but I still haven't set up a system where I could cut down Winamp, the foot pedal. We fall down. I don't want to... Yeah, I will have to use dynamite. Or the Egyptian, I mean. Why did I shoot 3 times? I can't beat it now unless this guy doesn't want to come up at all. Oh, shit. Well, we can still do the mummy trick. Can always do that. Or maybe we get lucky with the top enemy in here. So awkward. But now we can just go down the way. But you know, a little bit forward. Okay, stay there. Don't come. Good. Stay. Turn. Nice. That's lucky. That's not lucky. Fuck. I keep going super fast there. I don't need to do. Oddworld is basically the next good cinematic platformer after the other 3 classics. After the 3 classics, you mean Zorro, Dark Angel, and I don't want to say 3 and 5 or on Escape Beat because they're actually like pretty good. Well, actually, you know, the obvious choices are Another World, Flashback, and Prince of Persia. But what about Blackthorn? What about Blackthorn? I'd say that's a better game than Another World. And probably more well-known among console players than, say, Flashback. Whoa, let me do it. I didn't like the control scheme in Blackthorn. It was confusing when all the moves changed depending if you had the weapon drawn or not. I had a very hard time adapting to that. Hey, Alex Murphy. Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, this is just based on my experience from Twitch. Like, Super Nintendo players and Mega Drive players knowing Blackthorn rather than flashback. But, you know, it could be just, you know, those circles that I happen to know on Twitch. Yeah, to me, flashback is like a big game that everybody knows, but it isn't always so. I don't know why we keep getting Turrican music, but I'm fine with it. I've always like known about it, like even in the 90s, but I never kind of like it didn't gravitate towards me. How do you say it? I didn't gravitate towards it. It kind of doesn't have that cinematic platformer look to it. And I didn't like... I guess I didn't like the graphics or how the main guy behaved. I mean, like, the moveset. How he shoots the gun and all that. And it's a little bit, like, restricted, clunky. I don't know. I feel it differs a lot from the other three that we spoke of. Zorro wasn't bad. Zorro is interesting. They definitely made a mistake of, you know, having the start level be what it is. But on the other hand, the game just keeps getting better and better when you play it. You keep going slower and slower. First it was minus 1.5, then minus 0.8, now it's minus 0.6. Of course, that makes no difference. The important part is the RNG, this level, and the third level. Please come down. No? It won't come down. It'll come down now. Well, it's safer. Now just Demi has to remember not to kill the Egyptian with the gun. Nice wall cover mechanic. Yeah, going into the shadows. Also, you can go like behind waterfalls and stuff like that. It brings a new element to it. I like it. Kind of like On Escapee has that, moving towards the screen and away from it. It's a little early, that jump. Oh, it wasn't released on Super Nintendo? Only in Europe it wasn't? I thought it was called Blackthorn on DOS as well. What the hell? Alright, let's get a good RNG. We're finally like hitting this semi consistently. Go away. No, you. How much slower are we if we do that? If we have to die once. Gaming Kata! Welcome, welcome. How goes it? What were you doing? Tell us all about it. Tell us all about your stream. And also, have you registered for Amiga August yet? That's the most important thing. I have pinned a message with the sign up link. Everybody who's gonna stream Amiga in August should sign up. Chetatura. What is that? Wizardry game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. We did get a new world record earlier this stream. Hi, I'm Demi, by the way. I mostly stream Amiga games. Welcome to the stream. But I'm not sure if I'm still happy with it. We're still trying to bring it down a little bit. But it's now super tough. We're looking at like maybe 3 seconds throughout a 17-minute run. Ah, not just almost enough, but not. Cursor disco. Click the link. Make your cursor bigger with mouse wheel. Choose your cursor with the number of buttons. And make it spin with the left click. Everybody's always invited to the cursor disco, especially when we have guests around. Always a good time at the cursor disco. You don't even have to be of age. But yeah, that run is now done because we are speedrunning, so we can't have mistakes or mishaps like that. Katarins again sent their regards. Necromancer Crudas, greetings and good health. Fantastic day to everyone. Indeed, it's Friday. Weekend is coming. Amazing. Yeah, Blackthorn is on 32X. It looks weird on that. We still have so much fun stored from Amiga April, so I don't know.
It's Gandalf.
Oh, hi, Gandalf is here. Welcome. It's a little bit too cold here. Wait a moment. Had the fan running too, so took that off. Flashback was on DOS, Amiga, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, Mega CD, 3DO. That I haven't even seen that version. CDI, Jaguar. Holy crap! It's on everything. How's Gandalf doing? Dreamer is super talented. Okay.
Hello.
Don't know about that. Hey, Michelle. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I do Amiga first playthroughs on Sundays. We do variety on Saturdays. Currently, we're working through all Jim Power games. We're currently on the Mega Drive version. And the Wednesdays are called Wet Nest Days. So we do NES, but Gaming Kata is a super chill and funny streamer. You could give maybe a better description of your channel than me, so tell us what you do. Go check their clips, bits, highlights, about page. They just might be your new favorite streamer. You just didn't know they existed up until this moment, and now you can go follow them and leave this channel for good. Right? One of the weirdest who like Amiga? Who wouldn't like Amiga? Saw Def Leppard last night in London. In London? It's a great show. Oh man. Sounds like a good time. Wouldn't be my, band choice to go see, but, I imagine that you like it. So it must have been a good time. Habla! Yeah, we're speedrunning this. The world record was 1926 when we started. We have brought it down to, well, today we got a 1738, which still has some mistakes in it, but it's only 5 seconds slower than our sum of best segments ever. So I should be happy with it, and I might just give up, because it isn't only about my skills and how well I execute. There's some major RNG going on constantly, everywhere. First level is the one that has only, you know, a little bit. There's one screen with RNG that affects us. Other than that, everything happens the same way every time. I missed a trick there. Have to do. I think this is your favorite Def Leppard song? Well, motherfreaking. Are we talking about the Mike Matei? You know why Mike Matei doesn't like Amiga? Because he made the same mistake as most NES people do when they try out the Amiga. They're like, I'll try the games I know on this system. So they go for the NES ports, or they pick randomly from 6,000 games on an open platform that anybody could make games on. How do you do that? Like, even if I, you know, didn't know NES, let's try some games on this. Pick randomly from the, you know, about 800 that there are. I could get 10 super fucking bad games in a row and then be like, well, this platform sucks. But they haven't, like, done the research. Which games are good on this system? Well, it's the games you didn't hear about on any other system, right? The Amiga originals. Instead, they play Teenage Mutant Ninja Heroes. They play Ninja Gaiden. They play Battletoads in Amiga. Castlevania. Every possible bad cash grab NES port. Double Dragon. Strider. You name it. And then they're like, how can somebody like this platform? And unfortunately, with the system that has over 6,000 games, you can't go in randomly and without knowledge, because it's an open platform. There was no quality control. Captain Planet, that too. And of course, there are people who like those games. They have sentimentality towards them, and they're, you know, it can be an acquired taste. But what they needed to do is just, you know, Google what are the best Amiga games. That's what you do. If I start, you know, familiarizing myself with a new platform, that's what I do. What are the hallmark games on that system? Sorry, I am speedrunning, so I won't be able to read everything, but I will get to it once I mess this up. How's Mr. Banaf doing? Did you sign up for Amiga August yet? Link is in the pinned message. If you didn't, you should. Free promo. The ones that started on Amiga were really good and got ported. Yeah, indeed. Like, there are a lot of Amiga originals, like Flashback, that were good enough to port to other systems. Chaos Engine. And the Amiga exclusives that nobody knows because they stayed on Amiga, like Lionheart. Trying to read Drunk Bot's message. Wait for a good time. Fortunately, this is the hardest screen. This level. Licensed games. Infest multiple platforms. Be fun, but yeah, like if you think about like, even with Nintendo's quality control. Think about movie games on NES. Like, if you only play movie games, movie licensed games on NES, you're gonna have a bad time, generally. Now, I might like Total Recall, but I do know, I recognize that that's a bad game. Never would you expect to, after watching the movie, that you're gonna fight cats, and they're gonna be the toughest enemy in the game. Oh yeah, kind of irks me when people, play those pinball games on Super Nintendo because the aspect ratio is all fucked. As instruction? What do you mean by that? Yeah, that one errand shot that we didn't get was a little bit of a delay. Sorry about the double music. It's only on the live stream. I don't record it on VOD. This game has no music, so I'm kind of trying to keep myself sane while playing this. Yeah, the game should have been recalled. It's not good on Amiga either. It's a totally different game. Well, actually, like, on Amiga, it first appears that it's super bad and almost impossible, not fun. But it does take a turn when you keep playing it. I do want to finish that game at one point. I think we're allowed to shoot the Egyptian now. We have 3 bullets. That should be fine. Yeah, we only need 2 more for this. Almost went down immediately. A different tactic based on if you shoot him or use a dynamite. Oh, don't come up now. Oh, nice. It does have good music too, yeah. But I honestly like playing the NES game as well. I don't even know what it's like on Spectrum. Same game. Stay away. One of the hardest, or you know, RNG heavy spots. We got through it. There's another triplet spot coming up later, and obviously, like, we have to get lucky with all the triplets to be able to make it through. But this is now an okay run. Not the greatest pace we've had. I have to focus a little bit now. I'll read all the messages after this run. Little boop there. Might have been late. Nope, was good. Okay. P64 Ultimate. Something. Finally arrived. Oh, you have that? This game is much easier on C64. Forgot what screen is coming up. I really do need to focus. Okay, better RNG there. We were probably behind. So let's see what happens with the second set of triplets. We just have to go. We can't wait for that. Let's drop down and hope for the best. Oh! Hello. It's a run. Made a mess of that though, but it's still the run. see what this guy does. Please stay on the right. Oh, looking good. Yes, good. No hassle there. Really, really good RNG. We're cooking now. Third. There we go. Nice. Good climb. We're gonna see what happens. The skill section. Oh, almost fucked it up. Okay, ladder coming up. This is where we failed last time. Well, we didn't fail, but we had a long delay. Okay, second attempt. Better than third. Get lucky with that. Not sure if we're behind or ahead, honestly. Still have one a little bit random jump. No, that's fucked. Ah, I tried to save it. Needed like just a little tap. I did too long of a tap there, damn it. Yeah. I noticed that we moved to the right before jumping. So that means you're gonna die at the spikes. And then I tried to stop a little bit, which would have reset it nicely, but I stopped for too long, meaning that our jump didn't make it. Why play them on Amiga when you can play them elsewhere? Yeah. Exactly. Syndicate, Theme Park, Cannon Fodder, Lemmings. Syndicate I would probably play on DOS. The others I would play on Amiga though. Hey, your mom. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I hate how Pinball Dreams and Fantasies look on Super Nintendo. It's like what they did with Chaos Engine. They zoomed in, cropped a lot of the screen off, made the HUD like this transparent hovering thing, which made the health meter like this concoction that I've never seen a worse health system in any game. It's also on the Mega Drive in a similar way, and I don't understand why they couldn't have the same health bar system that's in the original. It's clear. It's so clear. Well, anyways, and they still couldn't make the game run properly. They were so fixated on making it 4x8, 4x3. Was it even like widescreen? Which doesn't make sense because Chaos Engine on Amiga is widescreen. Anyways, they zoomed in, you don't see the screen as much as you should, but the enemies still move the same way. So it doesn't like speed up the game, you just see less of it. And also the Super Nintendo CPU can't keep up. So the game is constantly coming to a halt because there are too many moving parts around. And to make it even worse, the default speed to that game is like 50% faster than it is on Amiga. So you get to from this high speed to almost no speed. High speed, no speed. High speed, no speed. And it happens constantly. It's such a bad port. Oh, you meant that the game title is an instruction of what to do with the game. Oh, I get it. I love Load Runner. I mostly play Mine Runner on Amiga, which is like the port of it. Yeah, it's a lot of Turrican music. A load type of thing. Gokakson doesn't have an ice cream badge. That's shameful. Syndicate was really different on DOS. Didn't even know it was a thing on DOS until a few weeks ago. I didn't know it was a thing on Super Nintendo until like 2 days ago. Hey Jax, welcome. Super Nintendo Syndicate is something worth checking out because they made it like a run and gun. Isometric run and gun. They gave the characters like these cartoonish heads. It's so weird. It's really bad, but it's kind of funny weird. Yeah, Syndicate was on Super Nintendo. It's more heavily action-based. And it looks so funny. $64 million question is, how dangerous is this game? It's very dangerous. I can show you a little bit how it normally works. So this is like the pioneer of rage bait games. First you start and then you die. Okay, I have to run away from that guy. Alright. And then you try to figure that out. Oh, I have to go there. And slowly the rock is gaining, but we get here. But oh, okay, there's an enemy there. Okay, gotta do it again. And you try it again. And you only get 6 lives. But every time you play, you learn a new thing not to do. So you get further. You're like, you can shoot. You can leave dynamites like this to kill enemies. And then there are bonuses. And I did that the smart way, but I was supposed to show the stupid way of getting it. And then you have these traps that you don't know are there before they kill you. And that's the whole idea of this game, that you slowly figure out all the traps there are. Like, which way? Well, I want to be far away from that dude. Okay, it didn't kill me. Let's drop down here. No, there's a spike there. Do it again. Save some ammo. See what happens if we go from this side. Still save. Turn here. Okay. You're safe. Safe. Up down here. Okay, good. Some parts are not too bad. You can just keep going, and you know you can make it through on your first go. But the further the game goes, the more difficult it becomes. In this first level, it's quite like forgiving, but you still have to go through those phases of, I don't know what's gonna happen if I do this. Okay, I die. What if I do that? I die. What if I do this third thing? Okay, then I get further, and then you go a little step further, even more, and that's how the game goes. And you have 4 levels that you need to beat from start to finish. But if you know that that's what the game is like and you're still interested, it's a load of fun. Loads of fun just playing it, working it out bit by bit. It took me 10 streams. It was awesome. I thought it was weird how Syndicate has such crisp resolution in game, but the menus were low res. Yeah, it has like a distinct style. Chat sent. Why does it say that? Let's see the command. Oh, I probably just copied from my bot to stream elements timers. I'll fix that. Thanks for pointing it out. Rick is blind with his hat like that. You know what I thought when I played this? I thought this was his eyes. Or, like, these white things were his eyes. And this was maybe like a curly hair peeking out from under the hat. That's how I saw him. All these years. That this was his eye. And when we were playing this for the first time, a lot of other people say that that's how they saw him as well. Whereas this is actually his nose, this is his chin, and this is his mouth doing like a grin. But I can't, still when I look at him, I can't not see that other way that I interpreted it looking like. It's, you're all mad. Chat sent. Where do we have chat sent? There we have. There we have it. Okay. I found it. I can fix it. There we go. Let's do another run. And that's not a hat, that's hair? You're talking about the wrong game. Alright, let's put on some music. And play again. Yeah, we are speedrunning after all. It's gonna be like double music whenever we start a level, because there's this short jingle that plays when you start a level. But it's gone now. It can't hurt you anymore. Except next time we reset or finish a level. This sounds like a familiar tune. I can't place it. This is a joke because this is from Super Hang-On. And there's an Amiga streamer that keeps speedrunning the game. Called Quantic CD32. So you constantly hear this music on the stream. He usually picks a different song though. But you sometimes hear this one. That was a good readjustment. Stopped way too early at first. Especially this screen here is very interesting. Trying to figure out first time. Obviously not bad when you know what to do, but I think I game over it there several times. I shouldn't stop like that when I go that far. We're late. No, you... I wasn't as late as I thought I was. I could have gone further and waited for longer. I'll have to take another bathroom break soon. Well, whenever I go to the gym, I drink a lot, so that explains it. Oh, man. That's random. Can't do anything about that. I won't wait or shoot more because that will just be further delay. You just have to wish that things go well. And that's the only RNG part in level 1 and it comes pretty quickly, so it's fine. Bum window, just like the old days. OC remix? I don't think I've heard those songs from the original arcade version. If the songs are the same. I would assume they are. When I was a kid, I always thought that every game is only on one system. If you wanted to play, you know, a game, you would have to get the system that it was on. I had no idea that most of the games were on arcade machines and ported to home systems. And it's funny like how different games can be. Different adaptations. Like Mega Drive, like in the case of Golden Axe, they just added a level to the end of the game. Like, hey, let's make the game a little bit longer. What? Well, all the other versions pretty much follow the same formula, as far as I know. And it gets confusing, like, you will talk to somebody and, oh, you played this game? Yeah, me too. It turns out you played it on a different system and it was completely different. Like, if you think about Lotus 2 on Amiga, great racing game. Very challenging, but not impossible. If you talk about, well, the first challenge, if you talk about Lotus Turbo Challenge 2, on, if you talk about that game with, you know, with a Mega Drive player, they will think that you are talking about the third game, because the first game wasn't on Mega Drive, so they just called the first game Lotus Turbo Challenge, I think. Like, it doesn't have a number, it's just first of the series. Anyways, once you figure out this little difference, and you realize that you're, you know, talking of the same game when the other person says Lotus Turbo Challenge and the other says Lotus Turbo Challenge 2, it's so much more difficult on Mega Drive. The timer makes no freaking sense. It's so fast. Like, you have almost no room for error, especially in the final level, which requires you to be basically perfect. And it's not like that on Amiga at all. You have room for error, you can make mistakes, you can get back from, you know, crashes and all that. Like, if you're talking about that game and you're like, well, I didn't think it was too bad, and the other guy's like, well, I couldn't beat level 3. Like, different experience. I guess it would be the same for a lot of NES versus Famicom games. Like, say, Blaster Master. Unlimited continues compared to free continues. This is a good song. Not in your video games. Can't have room for error. Yeah, that was Golden Axe music. And sometimes I forget to read chat when I do resets because they just come so naturally to me. And I'm so anxious to get back on play, back into, you know, back into the game and do another run, and then I forget to read the chat in between, and then I remember once the run has started already, and then I'm like, well, I'll do it after the next one, and then I forget again. Suddenly it's been like 10 minutes that I haven't read the chat, and I feel really, really bad. I promise I'll do it after this run. Not too good of a case there. I don't think I'm gonna ever try even 1cc Blaster Master. It was a fun experience, especially when, you know, you use the maps from both the Japanese and the North American manual. So you get almost, I think, all maps. can't, you know, can't imagine playing the North American version being a good time, especially without all the map knowledge. But it's kind of funny with Blaster Master. The Japanese version gives you more of the later levels. No, it doesn't give you the later levels because you have infinite continues, but then the North American version gives you the later levels because you have limited continues, and I guess they figured that, well, you made it this far, we're gonna give you a little bit of a break because you're, you know, probably running out of continues at this point. Alright, let's just make it to the triplets and see if this is a run or not. Master Blaster is also a really good Bomberman clone. Probably the best one that I've played. Alright, we have to kill ourselves so that we have bullets. It's the fastest way of doing it. And then we hope they don't run into us, which they again do straight away. They didn't even wait. Just came at me. Mega Drive port of Lotus 2 was actually not that bad. So, are you talking about Lotus Turbo Challenge without the 2 on Mega Drive? With just port of the second game? Looks worse, sounds worse, and plays worse. The difficulty is basically, you know, unbeatable. I see no upsides to that game on Mega Drive. Arkanoid. I don't think I've ever played Arkanoid. No, there's half a liter on your desk. Oh no. Spectrum versus C64 Buggy Boy. Buggy Boy is also a game I never even heard of before seeing it on Twitch. Dog is getting antsy. I don't know why. Just went outside a while earlier. He has food and water. It's not good, but it's not wrecked like... Yeah, the controls are good. And it doesn't look bad. Frame rate is fine. Like, it's not a bad job, but it's just super, super hard. Yeah, I'm familiar with the concept. I keep meaning to play Mega Ball on stream, trying to beat it. But I keep finding more interesting games to play. There's a really cool breakout game on Amiga called Bank Buster, where you have to follow the ball. Like, you're moving in this like big map screen, and each screen is one, you know, breakout screen, you know? And you have to break into a vault. You have to collect an first make your way there, then you have to find explosives. You have to set the explosives at the vault, and then I think get the money and then return it back. Because you can move the paddle through the screens, but the ball keeps, you know, bouncing. So if it falls down on like a top screen, then you have to go hunt for it in the previous screen. It's really interesting, and you have a time limit in that and all. I keep meaning to play that game as well. We're not getting that lucky with the first set of triplets. I think we're 2 for 6 today, which is really bad. Yeah, so many games, not enough time. I guess I will have to start streaming every day like Tetsuck does. Okay, you got that pattern. Works. Like, especially with that screen, it feels like there are like 6 different variations and they always happen the same way. Yeah, I can't really get excited about new games. I think the last new game I bought was Ghost Runner. I was so hyped about that game, and then when I got it, I started it, played for half an hour when I had time, and haven't returned to it since. I also waited for Alien Isolation for so long, I just didn't want to pay 50 for it. And then finally, one day, after years waiting, it was free, and you could just get it, and I did. I'm so excited. Now I'm gonna play it. I'm just gonna have to wait for, you know, being in the mood for it, because I love the whole Aliens saga. But haven't played it yet. Don't know if I will. I keep hoping that nobody spoils it for me before that. But yeah, it's just not... It's just the addictiveness of these old games is that you can just put them on and you get to instantly play. Instant action. You know what to do. There's no like tutorial. You don't have to find out anything about the game. You just jump in and then you have fun, or don't have fun more often. But like if you pick the good games, simple good times. And I keep watching like these streams of newer games out of interest, like the new James Bond game. And the new Resident Evil game, and I'm just like sitting there like, when will this game start? When will the cutscenes stop? I want to see gameplay. When can you play? When can you play this game? And the moment just never comes. You get into some fucking hotel room where you're supposed to shift through stuff and pack your backpack, and you know, can we go to the game? Can we play the game? And that's why I really can't get excited about new games, new interactive movies with, you know, worse than movie graphics. And was also already going towards that, like, delayed enjoyment with PlayStation. I often find myself being very frustrated when we do the wheel stream and it's a PlayStation game and I have to press start 75 times to get past all the option screens and the selection screens before I get to the fucking game. No play, only watch. This is what you liked about Mina the Hollower. You start the game, get a boss fight in seconds. Awesome. I watched a little bit of Jack Resk playing that. I mean, it's not my kind of a game, but I can definitely see why a lot of people are excited about it. Yeah, it seems like it. Like really polished. Maybe it's a polished game. Polish. The joke doesn't really work when you say it. Man, if we get a better time than what we have, it would have, for that to happen, it would have to be a really, really good run. Well, this is the Amiga version. Oh, the AGA. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes they did that with AGA. Like, changing the music. It was more common with the CD32, and they, like, added or replaced the original music with, these very generic sounding CD tracks. Usually wasn't a good time. Good, okay. We have a run. Focus on it. I see a lot of action in chat, but I do owe it myself and the viewers to actually like make these runs count when we make it past the more difficult parts. Almost a late jump. It's good. Thanks for the good luck, BMT. We did get a world record today, but I would still like to bring it down a little bit. It is really good. We only lost 5 seconds from the sum of best throughout the whole game. Damn it. OCS version of UFO came out after the AGA version. Interesting. I actually like that song a lot. I'm not sure if it fits the game in that section where it's used, but I really love that track. And that, you know, that's why it's on the playlist. Hey, 3 hours are almost up. We got the world record at like an hour of streaming, so we've been doing jack shit for 2 hours. One more run to the first set of triplets in Egypt, and then we'll call it. That will have to be the run then. If you're saying GG to me, then thank you. Otherwise, I won't say thank you. Have some like reference points in the tiles that I use. Be close enough to the dynamite and the explosion to not die, but still, you know, get past it quickly. I did not originally do that. It's been a late addition to the strats. For the record of the world. Habla. Oh, I felt that was too early. I was about to say shit, but we actually made it. pity indeed. Oof. I did not like how I did that. Good that I stopped. Alright. Hard part's over. Surely we can't mess anything up now. Yeah! We've had the Project Light Years sequel to Project X. We've had the new X Out version on Steam, and now we're getting a Pydia. I'll still play the original, but I guess it's exciting to get remakes. I would rather get more original Amiga games than these new arcade ports and non-Amiga versions of Amiga games, but I'm not the target audience because I don't spend money. Doesn't make sense to make games for me. Yeah, the Project Light Years. We did a stream with the dev, and actually if you're interested in showcasing it, the dev will probably gladly join your stream. Being pretty active on Twitch with marketing the game. He actually like took some of our suggestions and, you know, updated the game before and after our stream. He's a really cool guy. Good customer service. Very quick. Like, we had agreed that I do the stream. And the day before I was checking it and I saw that, oh, there's no, you know, windowed option and blah blah blah, and then it's like message him like, hey, this could be a good addition, and then like an hour later it was like, okay, now you can download the new version with the windowed mode. And, okay. Thank you. I always play everything windowed. I know it's more rare, but I was burned so many times with games that would crash and halt, and then you couldn't escape them if they were on full screen. You had to restart your machine. But if the same crash happened when they were windowed, you'd be fine. Just open up Task Manager and kill those processes. Ever since then, I've always played with the windowed mode. But, you know, I just generally like to see other stuff. Keep an eye on Discord and all that stuff. Oh, please turn. Oh, come on! This is 4th or 5th time today that it just walks straight at me. Alright. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Let's try to finish the run, even though it won't be fast. We were on a good pace too. Yeah, you can go to the right side. Go to the right. There, no. Keep going. Climb the ladder. Bitch! Made me use my bullet. Looping sound crashes. Oh yeah, those. I don't think I've seen those in XP times anymore. They were more like 95, 98 if I remember correctly. Best music. I love this. Boop. So that's the thing, like, we've played a good game except getting bad RNG in that one room. And then that just ruins your whole run. And that's what speedrunning this game is about. And I would have made a mistake. I could have shot that too. Thought I would make it with the stick because I always do. Hello. We can't die any more extra times. Extra time. So we have to die once in the
Extra
next
time.
level. And once... I almost went up. Ah, come... It's always one! Come on, shoot. There we go. There's RNG, indeed. And that's why the 1738 is a really good run. We made basically no mistakes. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, I won't even try to finish. I never have patience to wait for that guy. You can only go up there if you have a bullet. If you have a dynamite, you can't kill it without killing yourself. That's unfortunate. But hey, we got a world record. That's a pretty good haul from a stream. Oh, is Trapshot still fighting the Dracula? I hope not. No, he's luckily he has changed games. Trapshot streams very little, so let's give him a raid. Thank you so much for hanging. You could have been anywhere, especially on a Friday, and chose to be here. That's amazing. I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning more Chimp Power on Mega Drive. And Sunday we're gonna continue with Woody's World, see how far we get there.
Map.
I don't have the map thing enabled for speedrun streams because something bad might happen. Yeah, thanks for hanging. Really appreciate that, and have a great weekend if I don't see you. And great rest of this evening. It's not done yet. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye-bye. Let's go say hi to Trap.